Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be heading out of the shop yet again. Previous video you guys saw, I'm not sure if it was this week or previous week, but we headed up to Max Patch, North Carolina, that trail, and it was like 20 or 30 miles of off-roading. Well, that was a successful trip. We had no major issues with that. But today's video, we're going to be heading out of the shop again, like I said, but today's video we're actually going on vacation. So this is going to be an extended trip. We went to a bunch of different places. We went off-roading yet again, and we're going to bring you guys along. And today's video, was really the trial of all the stuff that we've done to make the truck more reliable. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, for the start of our trip, we went up to the Blue Ridge Parkway and started off at Craggy Gardens. It was raining out, and as you guys can see here, we couldn't see anything on the trail. So here's our crib for the night. Got some nice stained glass window. Got a nice porch with a view of the mountains. I'll show that in a second. And this is our bed. It's a Murphy bed from way past history. And yeah, so here's the kitchen. It's kind of retro, but I don't think this place is actually that old. They got the old style appliances, and yeah, so let's go check out that view outside. All right, here's the porch view with the awesome view of the valley and mountain behind us, and there's the truck over there. But yeah, this place has a really cool view of the valley. When the weather stops raining, we'll show you a little bit more, but this place does have a hot tub. It's got a outside kitchen, grill, table, whatnot, and it's got this covered porch, which is really nice, especially in this rainy weather. But yep, and let's zoom in on the truck. There you go. Hey guys, one more thing: if you do rent this place, make sure you bring a lifted car or truck like I have one. The road in here was very torn apart, and we didn't need four-wheel drive to get in here, but there's definitely some dips and potholes and all kinds of crazy stuff that I would not have gotten in here with my SS, especially not the Corvette. But, I'm glad we have the four-wheel drive behind us. So the next day we went out and got back on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and all of the places we went to were in and around the Waynesville area. They're probably within an hour from our cabin, so we didn't go too terribly far, but it was probably 20-25 minutes to get to the parkway. Then I think we drove like 30 or 40 miles on the parkway. Maybe not 40, maybe like 30 miles, and eventually got to our couple destinations. So the next section that we ran into in the parkway was actually the highest point on the whole Blue Ridge Parkway. I believe it was 6,000 some feet. So this has been a sign that I've been looking for, and we just happened to run into it just past Asheville. So our next stop was Wildcat Falls. I believe it was about a 1.5 mile walk to almost 2 miles from the parkway and back to the falls, and then back out to the truck. So the next trail that we stopped at was the Devil's Courthouse. I believe this was like 0.8 of a mile up the mountain and then back down. This trail was pretty steep, so it is paved, but like I said, it's very steep, and the hike up kind of sucks. But coming back down is pretty easy. So the last hike that we ended up doing for this day was Black Balsam Knob. I think it was a round trip, was about 2.5 to 3 miles. The going up was a little bit more severe than coming back down, but once you got to the top, we did have 360-degree views of a bunch of valleys around us, and we eventually did come back down, and it's a little strenuous on the knees, but otherwise it was a pretty fun trip. I ended up taking this shot when we got back to the cabin. It ended up being a really nice shot. So the next day we ended up driving out to Old Fort, North Carolina. There is a trail and waterfalls called Catawba Falls, and I believe this was another 2-mile round trip hike, something like that, but the falls are real nice. So after we left Catawba Falls, we stopped at Dot's Dario. It's an ice cream stand in Marion, North Carolina. We've probably stopped there like half a dozen times over the years, and we headed up to Mount Mitchell, and that is the highest peak on the East Coast, and it is 6,684 feet in height, and you drive almost all the way to the top. Then there is a trail, I think it's like a 1/4 mile that you can walk, that will get you to the top of Mount Mitchell. Alright, that's actually going to be it for today's video. As you guys saw, we had no issues with the truck. I think we drove just over 600 miles on this trip. We were gone for 4 days. No, 3 days, 2 nights. Did some off-roading like we said. We did a lot of driving on the Blue Ridge Parkway. A lot of driving up and down mountain ranges. We went to the highest point in North Carolina and the East Coast. I believe it was 6,400 some feet to Mount Mitchell. So we drove that just fine. We had no major issues with the truck like I was saying. Today was more of a test of the cooling system for the motor and the transmission. The motor and transmission did get a little warm. They got about 200 degrees, but they didn't get anything above that. They didn't overheat. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, we'll bring you along as we keep going on these kind of more local trips. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, we're really not going to be traveling anywhere. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your bell notifications as well. And if you guys want to help support the channel, check out our website, BonecrrusherSS.com. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.